All right, remember Y2K, all the fuss leading up to that and the no big glitches, nothing really happened. Well, our tech world certainly did not come to an end.
That's right, Mike. What about all the talk today surrounding something called the DNS changer virus? It's this week's Compute This.
Yeah, welcome back, our tech go-to, the owner of Schrock Innovation Store. Schrock,
great to see
good
you.
morning.
Thanks for having me,
We've
guys.
heard a lot about this over the last 48, 72 hours,
Yeah,
right?
there's
This
a lot of
DNS
news stories.
changer virus, what is this?
Well, basically, if you don't have, this is what we're afraid of at Schrock. Anybody who has a problem with their internet today for any reason is going to assume they have the DNS changer virus. I mean, that's what's going to happen. In reality, only about, the estimates are between 69 and 77,000 people in the entire country are
That's
infected.
not a lot.
No, and the main reason for that is this virus hit the scene originally in 2006. What these, it's, three guys sitting around in Estonia having a good time trying to figure, literally, in Estonia,
right.
literally. How can we make some money on the internet? And then somebody said, why don't we make money off the internet? And what they did is they created this virus that would spread from computer to computer. And what it does is when you type in OmahaMorningBlend.com and hit enter, there's a service called a DNS service that changes the language we all speak, the English, into numeric language, 168 dot whatever dot, and sends it off to the appropriate computer on the internet to deliver the Morning Blend website. That service, what these guys did is they said, what if we masqueraded as the service? It'd be kind of like if you had your mailman, you knew your mailman, and a new mailman comes one day and he goes, oh, yep, Phil's out sick, I'm filling in today, and he picks up all your mail, and then he opens it and reads it and then seals it and then drops it in the mailbox. So to you, your mail's getting through, you're getting your bills, you don't really notice anything's wrong, you think, man, this machinery is getting rough on my mail. But basically what these guys did is they did the same thing with the internet. So when you typed in a website, it would go to their DNS server. And then from that point, they could decide, are we going to send you on to the real Morning Blend website, or should we serve you a wonderful set of ads? We see that Pear's Coffee is a sponsor. Perhaps you'd like to see ads about Starbucks. And what they would basically send you off in another direction, and you'd see these ads, and people would get confused, and they click on the ads, and then these guys in Estonia would make money. Between 2006 and 2011, when the FBI rolled this whole ring up, they made about $14 million.
Holy smokes.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it was a massive amount of money. So the FBI rolls up this whole ring, right? So they knock out the servers, the centrals, they traced it all the way back to Estonia, knocked out the central servers. Well, now what happens, if you just leave that offline, at this time, there were millions of people infected. If you just knock it offline and leave it, millions of people around the world won't be able to get on the internet. And so the FBI said, well, boy, we better do something, just as a patch along. So the FBI actually brought the servers back up online without the bad stuff, no ads. It just redirects you consistently. But when they brought it back up online, they said, we're going to run this for a couple years and see if it works out. And if it works out, great. Today is the last day for the FBI servers. They're not in the business of running servers, so they're going to take those offline.
Yeah.
Those 77,000 people who have never run antivirus on their computer since 2006, and I can hear them now. There's somebody out there.
This is me.
These viruses, they're just a trick. They make me buy antivirus. I bet the antivirus companies make the viruses. No.
Yeah. What do you recommend for
somebody's out there.
antivirus?
I recommend Norton 360. That's what we recommend at the shop. When we install it, we warranty it. But literally, as far as the DNS changer virus goes, the cheapest free podunk piece of antivirus software you can put on your computer will detect this thing. And so if you went to get on the internet today and you can't get online, it's possibly because of the DNS changer. If you're one of the 77,000 people across the United States, you should also buy a lottery ticket today.
It's minuscule percentages that we have to worry about this.
But we're already getting tons of emails and voicemails. People who have trouble getting on the internet.
There's probably not too many people in the city of Omaha that are affected by
Probably
this.
not. I joke this would be a great time for Cox to do some scheduled maintenance.
Right.
Right, April Fools. What about surge protectors? I know we're talking about those today.
Yeah, if you do survive internet's doomsday today, you might want to make sure that your computer equipment stays protected. Now, one of the things that we've talked about a couple times over the last few weeks are audible alert surge protectors. They actually chirp when they can't protect your equipment anymore. Some people don't realize that surge protectors don't last forever. They just get under the desk, they get dusty, you can't even see the light anymore. Is it on? Is it off? Oh, there it is.
Have you been to my house?
No, but I mean, basically, you need to replace them about once a year in Nebraska. The neat thing about audible alert surge protectors is they work until they're worn out, and when they're worn out, they'll chirp under your desk like a cricket. It's really annoying. You replace it, but at least. And so normally these things are a little pricier because they are a higher level of protection for your equipment. They run about $50. Some people may pick up the surge protectors at Walmart for $20, $25. They're good for about a year, and then you have to replace them. These things, they work until they don't work anymore, and then they chirp, so you know when to replace them.
Is
So
there
you can
average lifespan?
We've had some in the service center for over 6 years.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it depends on the internal surges. A lot of people say, well, you know, a lightning surge, a little surge protector box isn't going to help me if lightning strikes my house. And I would say if lightning struck your house, you probably have bigger concerns than your computer. But but basically, the surges that you generate within the home, you know, when you turn on that vacuum cleaner or the air conditioner cycles on and off, you know, if your lights kind of dim and get brighter a little bit, those are little surges. Yeah. And even if you don't see it in the lights, because a lot of the newer fluorescent, compact fluorescent bulbs don't do that, but if you get these little surges in your house over time, like Chinese water torture, they accumulate on your computer, and eventually your power supply just gives out, and you're looking at a $200 or $300 repair potentially, when a surge protector could have, you know, stopped the whole thing from happening in the first place. Now, surge protectors, these are normally $50. Once a year, we have a big sale on them. They're $25. Now, I can tell you we did the radio shows over the weekend, and we pretty much blew through everything we had in stock.
I know those go so fast.
We have more coming on Thursday. So the best thing that I can tell you to do is give our service centers a call. You can get all the phone numbers at SchrockInnovations.com. Give us a call. Tell us how many you want, and we will order them in for you.
So you have a list. Yeah, you can do a list.
Yes,
order them in.
at that price. Well, basically, it's like a rain check, and we're going to honor it. But it's an incredibly popular sale. We only do it once a year. And the big challenge we have is they don't make a lot of these surge protectors. So when we see them, we buy them all.
Bring one in next time. I'd like to see how they're heavier.
No, they just look like a regular surge protector.
Are they 6-plug?
They're 6-plug with a 6-foot cord. It's got the flat mount plug that goes into the wall, so you can push your desk all the way against the wall. Yeah. The other thing to mention that I do want to mention, if you have a house that does not have grounded outlets, if you have a house that just has the little 2-prong outlets and use a little converter, a lot of the older houses like in Dundee and stuff have that. If that's the situation you have, don't waste your money on a surge protector. You have to have a ground wire in the outlet in order to use the surge protector. Otherwise, as soon as you plug it in, it will start chirping.
Yeah,
it doesn't do any
good. That's that older electrical.
Schrock Innovations, a number of locations around the metro and a location in Lincoln. There's the Lincoln location right there at 27th and Pine Lake Road, SchrockInnovations.com.
And as he said, you can get the phone numbers online if you want to call and reserve your surge protectors.
Yep, we open at 10.
Half off. Thank you, Thor.
Thank you, guys.
Great to see you, sir.
All right.